places tonight, which is very exciting. I've never done this before. We have some amazing people on Zoom. We also have people on YouTube and some people even on LinkedIn. So I'm very excited about this evening. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Gail Berry. I am the founder of Blossom and Berry. I'm an international expert on baby massage and baby yoga, and I'm really excited to welcome you here tonight to this masterclass. So I just want to make sure that you guys can all, because you've all got your cameras off, I think. So can you all see me? Can someone just unmic for one moment and just give me the thumbs up? Can you see me? Yes, amazing. That's fantastic. So let me also record this because that's a good idea for those who can't make it tonight. Okay, so that's
recording in progress.
Yay, okay, amazing. So everything is set. We have beautiful people joining us live in all different platforms. We've got about 31 people registered tonight for this masterclass. So I may just have to let a few people in as we go along. But in the meantime, it would be fantastic if you want to put into the chat box right now where you are and your name. That would be amazing, just so I can get a feel for who is here tonight. So yeah, just pop in the chat box just whilst we're giving people a few more minutes to arrive. Holly from Manchester, Alex from London, B from London. Who else have we got? Wow, we've got lots of people. Nicola from Worcestershire, Rim from Lebanon, hello. Kirsty from Glasgow, Annabelle from Scotland. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. And as I said, some of this is also being recorded for those who can't make it. So you might be watching this on replay. And if you want to listen back to it, you're welcome to do that as well. So first of all, thank you very much for your time, because time is one of our most valuable resources. So the fact that you've given your time tonight to find out more about teaching love and becoming a nurture ambassador with Blossom and Berry is a great honour and a privilege for me. So thank you. My aim for tonight is to give you a fluff-free guide to how to start teaching in the parent and baby wellness world, how to set up your teaching practice, your business as a baby massage or baby yoga instructor or a tree babies instructor with ease and grace and flow, so that you are excited about starting this journey. And I want to try and take away any fear that you might have around starting, because fear is very natural. It's what happens when we step outside of our comfort zone. And I've been there because I had to make a huge decision 23 years ago to leave my corporate finance career in the city. I trained to be a lawyer for about 7 years. And then I had a happy accident and became unexpectedly pregnant with my daughter, Emily, who's now 23. And when I had her, I kind of fell in love. It was literally love at first sight. And I knew that there was no way I was going to be able to go back to my corporate career with the hours and the politics and the drama and the exhaustion and the commuting. I just knew that was not going to be possible. And for me to be the mother that I wanted to be and to be present with my daughter. So I decided to take a huge leap of faith, bearing in mind this was 23 years ago, and leave that and start to teach baby massage. And everyone thought I was a little bit crazy, and maybe people have said that to you as well, like, how are you going to do that? Are you going to make any money? Like, is there a demand for it? But you know, I just trusted my heart, and I knew that being with my family and supporting other families was my absolute objective. And so I just did it. I made that leap, and it was the best thing that I ever did, because in the following 3.5 years I had 2 sons. So I had 3 children under 3.5, and I was able to create a perfectly aligned business that gave me everything that I needed: time, income, flexibility, freedom, the ability to be with my family and support other families. And obviously I've grown Blossom and Berry now to be a £1 million business across the world, trained thousands of teachers to teach baby massage and baby yoga. And together as a global family, we've reached millions of families around the world. So that was from that big decision where you are right now. Is this the right thing to do? So what I would love to do tonight is just to share with you and go through some of the things that might be running through your head right now about whether this is the path for you. And I'm going to take some questions at the end as well. But ultimately, I want to just talk to you about this process of making a big decision, how you can feel more comfortable around it, and the pathway that I've taken thousands of other instructors over the last 23 years along. So I hope that feels good. If that feels good, type a little yes in the chat box for me so that I know that I'm on the right path. If there's anything else that you want me to cover, I'm also happy to do that too. And there'll be something very special at the end of this masterclass because you've made this time and to come along, just to say thank you. There's something special that I'm going to be gifting you all if you're here to the end of the masterclass today. So great, lots of yeses, amazing. So let's just start there. Let's just ground here into this space. Let's just take a moment. Okay, so just relax into this group, into this circle, to be with all the other people who are sharing your vision of teaching families and being a nurture ambassador and teaching love, who want to go from the me with that idea to the we, Blossom and Berry. And let's just take a moment just to relax into this and just to know that if you're here tonight, you're here for a reason. That things have aligned, synchronicities have happened. Maybe you've seen something online, or you've got one of our emails, or a friend's told you, or you've even been to a class, but you're here for a reason tonight. And I really want to make this time as valuable as I possibly can for you. So you can just relax and receive. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just this is totally for you so that you can really feel into this is your path. So first of all, I just wanted to talk about fear, and just to normalize that process of change and some of the self-doubt that comes up, because it is very normal, because we are actually hardwired as human beings to keep ourselves safe. Our nervous system doesn't like change. Our souls do, our creativity, and the visions that we have, they all really love to create change. And that is the joy of creativity, trying things new, having new experiences, trying new foods, buying new clothes, planting new things in your garden, all of the travel, all of these different things. That's what lights us up. But then there's another part of us, which is the part that is scared by this, because when we put in a change, we go into the unknown. And so when we're in the unknown, we don't know what's going to happen. We might not have any reference point from the past. And so it feels scary. Our nervous system wants to keep us safe. And so we get, doubts in our mind. You might feel a little bit anxious. And so then you turn to other people and ask for their opinion. Like, do you think this is a good idea? And you can start to actually outsource your power and wisdom and your intuition when you do that. So what I did when I was in your position all those years ago is I just sat with that feeling. And when I sat with fear, I realized that it was actually my mind that was creating all sorts of scenarios. This could happen, that could happen. But in reality, no one can ever know what's going to happen in the future. The only thing you can know is how you feel now. And what I knew back then, when I made that huge decision to jump into doing this work, is that my heart told me it was the way, and it aligned with my values of family and freedom and time and service to others, community, connection, contribution. It aligned with all of that. So even though there wasn't any evidence that it was going to be a success, or any evidence that it wasn't going to be a success, I just had to trust my heart, and I had to make that decision knowing that that was my path, and if I didn't do it, I might regret it. And also, to be honest, the option that I had of staying in a corporate career with a young family was never going to work for me anyway, because I was going to be burnt out. I was going to have no freedom. There was going to be all sorts of childcare issues. It would put pressure on my relationship. And so I knew I had to do something. So it was kind of like me versus the fear. And I decided that my vision, my heart was stronger than that. And so even though there was uncertainty and there was a little bit of hesitation, I decided I was going to do that. And you know, some of the questions that were going through my head at the time was, can I really do this? Like, can I really set up my own business? Can I really balance babies and business? Can I really do this on my own? Can I, will I make money from this? Is this going to be profitable? Like, is this actually a real career? Can I make something of this? Particularly because of, you know, it was 23 years ago, it was very unknown. But the answer to all of those questions was yes. In my heart, yes, I can do this because I've actually given birth, which makes me a complete goddess and a queen to actually bring a human being into the world. So I've got evidence that I can do some pretty incredible things. Will I make money? Well, I know that there's parents and babies in my area looking for this, and I know that I've invested in myself and in pregnancy and birth, and you know, the birth and baby industry is absolutely huge. There's something called the pink pound, which is the power of women now, because we have more economic independence and more wealth when we are pregnant, and when we have babies, we have that money to invest in ourselves, in our children. And of course, parents want to invest in their families, in their children's health and development. So the whole kind of investment opportunity and growth of parenting, birth and baby classes, experiences is always going to be growing, because we've got an ever expanding market that's never going to go away, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. There's 180,000 babies born every single day, so that's a lot of babies and parents that would love to receive and be served in this way.
Right.
And then the other question was like, is this a real career? Well, I mean, I've been in this now for 23 years. I've trained thousands of other people to do the same. I've trained midwives, health visitors, primary school teachers, lawyers like me, childminders, nursery nurses, pediatric nurses, just pretty much so many people from so many different backgrounds who've decided to leave their current career and invest in this new career, because it is so family friendly and it is so satisfying. And if it is your passion, then you can turn that passion into something that creates a profit and creates money for you as well. I think someone's got their mic on. Could you just check and just check if your mics are switched off, just because there's a bit of feedback. That's amazing. So it's normal to have these thoughts in our mind, but also it's important to get grounded and actually ask yourself questions. And one of the most powerful questions that I asked myself back then, and I asked people who are going to join Blossom and Berry, is, where do you see yourself in 3 years' time? Because if it's somewhere different to where you are now, the only way to do that is actually to start taking those steps. And even though you might not be able to see the way and the path might not be clear for you, I have walked that path myself, and then I've led thousands of other people down that path to create successful, family-friendly businesses, teaching practice, as nurture ambassadors, as baby massage and baby yoga teachers, as tree babies teachers. So this is something that I know. This is something that I love. This is something that I've been in devotion to for over 23 years. It's my absolute passion and purpose. I love it as much as I did when I went to that very first class with my daughter Emily 23 years ago. So even though you may be fearful, I am fully confident. So that's why I absolutely love the mentoring and community aspect of Blossom and Berry, because it's not just about getting a certificate or graduating from a training school. It's about being fully supported along the way. So what happens then when you say yes to this new path? Well, many thousands of people have said yes to Blossom and Berry in this path. And of course, when you first start, it's going to be a transition, but then we set everything up for you so you can learn at your own time, at your own pace, with over 50 pre-recorded videos which literally show me aging in real time. So I've been doing this for 23 years. And there is a video of me every single year for 23 years recording and doing this. So I started this this path before smartphones, before online platforms, before any technology, and I just did it with a very basic camera from my home. And so you'll see that development. So When you start, you'll start to learn, and then you'll connect with the community. You'll get a study buddy. You'll be able to receive live mentorship and training from me, from our senior teachers. We have office hours at Blossom and Berry. We have get-togethers. We go on retreat together. So you'll be able to take this path that so many others have walked, and be able to start to create the business that you desire. So one of the unique things about what we do is you get to be your own kind of beautiful. So you are fully supported at Blossom and Berry at the root with all of my knowledge from the last 23 years, but you're completely free to blossom and bloom in your own way. So everyone has their own business name. They have their own unique way of teaching. Their classes are staged in the way that relates to them. So it's really reflected the kind of person you are. So you're in your authenticity. You don't need to fake it till you make it. You don't need to be anything other than you are. We see you as exactly as you are, and then we help you to grow and develop into the type of teacher that you want to be. And that's ongoing. There's no license fees, there's nothing involved in that. You're in the family, and then we stay together and we help to support each other, and we do that collaboratively. And we've had, as I said, health visitors train with us, midwives train with us, secondary school teachers, nursery school teachers, dance teachers, pediatric physiotherapists, lawyers, accountants. I think I've probably trained most people from most careers actually over the span of the last 23 years. So wherever you are now, there's the possibility of creating the business and teaching practice that you love. And what it gives you is this lifestyle of flexibility, the lifestyle of passion and purpose, the lifestyle where you get out of bed and you're excited about what you're doing, where you have the creative freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do, and to do that your way, whilst you're being supported by us. And so that's the real difference, and it really goes it goes so much deeper, our training, than just getting your certificate and getting your course done as quickly as you can. We'll support you so you can be teaching in as little as 12 weeks time, but you can also take as long as you want. You can go backwards and forwards. Sometimes you might be busy, sometimes you have more time to explore the course. So because there's no pressure, you get to really enjoy it and go deep. You can read take all the books from the reading list, you can watch all of the videos, there's everything there for you. Or if you've got a deadline of 12 weeks, then we'll support you to do that as well. So there's a lot of emotional fulfillment that comes from working with families and babies and seeing what we call putting love in action. Because what baby massage does is that it directly communicates to babies that they're seen, that they're heard, that they're loved, and they're accepted, because it is somatic practice. It is how babies experience love is through their bodies, because before the age of about 18 months, they don't have the intellectual capacity to be able to understand cognitive thought and complicated stories, or understand intellectual meaning. They're feeling and experiencing the world through their bodies. So that's why baby massage puts love into action, because by using those 5 key components that we have in baby massage that have been shown to help parents and babies form a bond, which is eye gazing, sound of voice, production of oxytocin, touch, and smell. Those 5 that we have in what we call the love bubble when you practice baby massage actually attune parent and baby to each other. They give them the connection that they need for mental health and mental well-being. And this is what babies absolutely need. It's the foundation of infant mental health, is connection and relationship with parent and caregiver. And so it cannot be overlooked, the power of nurturing touch and massage, and also baby yoga as well, which helps to develop sensory integration systems through play, through movement, that are the foundation of much higher and more complicated movement later on in life. So these pathways that we're putting in, whether it's through touch or movement, are helping to develop baby's brain, develop baby's body, help with their emotional intelligence, help with their sense of themselves, sense of self-love, sense of being seen and heard, supporting their mental health. And it all happens in the first 1001 days of life from conception to 2. So that's why at Blossom and Berry, we focus on this critical window of opportunity where love and nurturing care really matters. So you will be part of that. You will be part of literally nurturing the future one baby at a time, helping all human beings reach their full potential during this critical window. Now, rather than focusing at the moment, like much of the wellness industry, which is worth about $4 trillion right now, rather than focusing at the end, what Blossom and Berry has been doing for the last 23 years is looking at the beginning. Because what you do in the first 1001 days of life profoundly affects the other 30,000 days of your life. So for me, it makes sense to make sure that that seed that goes into the ground, even in pregnancy, is the best quality seed it could possibly be, and it's nurtured to its full potential, and that's through love and nurturing care, through play, through curiosity, through presence, all of these things which are free to everybody. They're cross-cultural, intergenerational, and accessible to pretty much everybody. And this is why I've used them across the world and in my charitable projects as well in Malawi, where resources are scarce but love is plentiful. So this is the passion of what we do. This is what you're going to be involved in, is you're literally going to be helping to nurture the future one baby at a time. So we are very passionate about this. We have our mantra, love creates love, which is all about when parents feel that they're loved and supported and nurtured, they have a greater capacity to love, support and nurture babies. Babies know that they're loved, supported and nurtured, so they interact with their peers in that way. And so that's how we change the world, one baby at a time, through this simple process of being present in love and connection, through honoring and respecting and accepting and having compassion for the challenge of parenting. So there's so much richness to everything that we do, and this is the journey you'll be going on. And if you are a parent, or you have children in your life, or you want to be a parent, this knowledge is actually super foundational for everybody. And I wish that I had known this before I had my daughter, but luckily I was able to learn it pretty much afterwards. She brought me the gift of baby massage when she came into my life. But it's so powerful, and it links so much to science and research, which we teach you everything around that. So it's really supported as well. And there's so many amazing rich resources that we can use. So there's a lot of emotional fulfillment. And so when you're at Blossom and Berry, you're part of that. You're part of this global mission. You go from the me to the we. We have lots of courses that also look at other issues that are really important, like inclusivity, anti-racism work, diversity. We also have a course that helps you to set up a business that does no harm to the environment. So this is a course that is going to activate your leadership. And that's why I talk about our teachers being nurture ambassadors, because this is about leading with love. This is about becoming a village visionary, the person in the community who is here to hold that sacred space for parents and babies to come together, just like we used to. This remembrance that we're not supposed to do it alone. We were never designed that way. We're social creatures. We're mammals. We want to live together, sleep together, play together, all of these things, and we co-regulate our nervous system by coming together in circles. So that's what we do at Blossom and Berry. It's so much deeper than a certificate or a class. It's a movement, it's a mission, and it's something which is changing the world every single day. So when you come, you'll be part of this, and we have lots of community activities. We have WhatsApp group, we have Facebook group, we have meetups, we have monthly supervision, we have online training, you have office hours with me. We have the opportunity to have student check-in calls. I mark all your work personally. So you're not just going to get like a login to an online course and, say, there you go. You're supported all the way through. And this is something that is really important. That's why we're a family, even more than we are a training school. So there's so much in there. So when you decide to join us, we will take you on this journey. So we designed our courses. So there's 3 main pillars. We look at the expertise, knowledge and research, so that you are an expert, you understand the why behind what we do. And we look at that from, a policy point of view. And so you're linking up with all early childhood development, goals, infant mental health, all of the research around neuroscience, epigenetics, all of this. We go deep into that. So then the second pillar is then how do you teach? How do you become a dynamic teacher? Because you can be very, very knowledgeable about your subject, but if you can't hold space for parents and babies, if you can't deliver content in an engaging and kind of magnetizing way, that's not necessarily going to make you a great teacher. So we also teach you that, and we give you all the teaching plans, the resources, a copy of the baby massage handbook, many examples of different ways of teaching, from workshops to one-to-ones to nurture days, everything. And then the third pillar is then how do you set up your own business? Because about 95% of people who train with us don't have their own businesses. They've never had their own business before. So therefore, they're nervous around that. Now, that was me. I had never ever had my own business. I was a lawyer in the city and I had 3 children under 3.5. So I had to learn before smartphones, before YouTube, had to learn how to set up my own business, kind of old school. But now I have over 23 years experience of training thousands of people to set up their own parent and baby wellness businesses. I'm the world's leading parent and baby business mentor, and I also help other businesses in the parent and baby wellness space who are training schools to scale up their businesses, like Blossom and Berry. So if you're worried about business, don't be. I've totally got you. I am really geeky about business, and I'm really geeky about infant mental health. So when you put those two things together, you get Blossom and Berry. So you get a complete package, not just one and the other. And we recognize that this is a process, like to create sustainable growth. It takes time. So we're going to support you through that time. And that's why we have things like the 24-month payment plans, so you can earn as you learn. So even though you can be starting your course within 12 weeks, you've got a full 2 years to actually return that investment back to us. So there's a lot of spaciousness in the study, in the investment, in your creativity, in how you're seen and heard. Like, everything is there for you if you want it, but if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. There's freedom of choice as well, because freedom, creativity and love are my 3 highest values. So it's a process whereby you are able to enjoy studying, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. We're not here to, get there and get stressed in the process. A lot of people come and train with us because they're trying to get away from feeling stressed and anxious. So at Blossom and Berry, we're the opposite. We're about love, we're about stillness, presence, calmness and relaxation in the process of growth and development, because it's just better for you. You just actually achieve so much more when you are relaxed. You don't achieve a lot when you're stressed and anxious. I'm just going to drink this for a second. Hold on a minute. So that ethos of love creates love, it's not just something we say, it's something that we fully embody in what we do as well. So when you join us, you could be setting up your own parent and baby wellness business in 12 weeks' time, being fully supported as you are going along on that journey. And as I said, we've kind of thought of everything to help you get started. And if there is something else that you need, then we create it for you in real time, because you're just helping me make my course even better by telling me what you need. So there's 6 written modules to complete, short answer questions. I mark all of your work personally for you and give you feedback. And then there's a 4-week case study with 2+ parents and babies that you can either do on Zoom or in person. And at the end of that, on the 4th week, there's a feedback form which you fill out and then you send it back to me. And that is how I know that you have passed the course. And then you get your certificate, and it's fully accredited, fully assured, so that you're ready to go as a professional teacher. And then that's it. You've started your journey. You can also then add on baby yoga or do a combined baby massage and yoga together, which allows you to start teaching baby massage whilst continuing on the path of baby yoga. And we also have our Tree Babies classes if you want to hold space for parents and babies in nature. So there's lots of different options. Tree Babies is a class where you can be started in as little as 6 weeks' time. There's more like self-reflective practice for that, and there are no case studies. So that's a good option for you if you love being outside and you want to start your classes sooner rather than later. So that whole process is one that, as I said, I've taken thousands of people through. It's tried and tested. It's always being refined. We're always responding to what our students need. We've helped students in all stages of development. In COVID, we helped get everyone online. That's where Tree Babies was born as well, because we couldn't teach inside. And we're constantly evolving and developing. We've got a full teaching team to cover things like additional needs for babies, neurodiversity, premature babies. We've got specialists in postnatal health for women. We've got doulas on the team. So it's a full team, and you can ask any questions at any time in the Facebook group. This is a full transformational nurture experience for you. So you are embodied, and then from that place you will be an incredible teacher. So that is what Blossom and Berry is all about. So I'd love to take any questions from you guys tonight that might be coming up. I think I've given you a pretty good overview of my story, the ethos of Blossom and Berry, what we're about, the journey that you go on. So I'd absolutely love if there's something that you would like me to share a little bit more on, or if you have a direct question, because that's what I love to do. I love to listen to what you guys need. So if you want to put anything in the chat box, I can take any questions from you tonight. Some people were asking about how the process is assessed earlier. So we assess you through the written modules that you send to me, short answer questions by email, or by uploading into the course portal. And then there's a case study that you do in your own time at your own pace. And we have feedback forms that you send to us. So you're not observed in real time. We don't come and watch you in real time. We trust that if you go through the course, you're going to be an incredible instructor. You don't need to send videos. Some people send beautiful photos, which is lovely to receive. But it is really straightforward and simple to qualify, because there's so much information in the course. There's just huge amounts of information, everything that you could possibly need to be an expert in what you do. So does anyone have any questions? Let's have a look. You can either type them in the box, or if you want to unmic, I can also take any questions that way. I'd love to know perhaps what any barriers might be right now that are stopping you from doing a big full body yes, because that's a great question. Because if you're here now listening to me, you're probably thinking, yeah, I'm kind of almost sure, but not quite. So what is the thing that is the not quite, so that I can help you? So we've got Annabelle here saying nursery settings are doing free baby massage to parents, and I wonder, how do we stand up whilst charging fees? Okay, so the thing about nurseries is largely nurseries will be doing baby massage potentially on the babies in their care, not necessarily teaching parents how to do massage, unless they're doing it on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then they're doing that in their own space, which is possible. Some nursery settings do that. And so if they're not charging, then they might be doing it as a way to attract parents and babies into the class, but it depends on how much they're doing. They might be doing tasters. But regardless of whether they're charging or not, every single person has got a different class. It's like, you can get lots of things for free in life, but it doesn't mean that they're the best. Like, we have the ability to actually choose where we want to go. So some people will want to go to the most expensive class, and some people will want to go to the class for free. It's the value that's provided by the class and the way that it's taught and the environment that it's in that causes people to go back. So every single class is different. I very much believe in not competing, but collaborating. So for example, if you knew that a nursery was doing a class on a Saturday and a Sunday, you might choose to do one on a Monday and a Tuesday, and just be honest and just ring them up and say, hey, I'm going to be doing these classes, so can I refer people to you if it's at the weekend? And can you refer them to me if it's in the week? Like, that's a really good way to approach business, rather than thinking that people are competing with each other. What insurance do we require to run the classes? So we have an amazing relationship with a company called Westminster Indemnity Insurance, and they have been insuring us for many, many years. So when you pass with us, you'll get the insurance from Westminster Indemnity straight away. It's really simple. You apply online, and then you have your professional qualification and you have your insurance, and then you are ready to go. And that covers you for public liability insurance if there's an accident in your class, but also for private as well, like so your professional indemnity in terms of what you say, so you're covered as a teacher to do that. It's very important. I'm an ex-lawyer, so I always make sure that we've got everything you need legally, like risk assessment, insurance, like making sure that you're compliant with the law in what you are doing. Another question from Laura is, how does the case study work? Is it an observation of us teaching, say, 3 mums? So it's an invitation to invite 2 mums and babies. They can either be in person in one place, in your home or in their home or in a hall, or they can be on Zoom in 2 completely different places. And you invite them along for an hour over 4 weeks, and over that 4-week period you will deliver the baby massage course, which we will give you all of the information to do, all the resources, all the teaching plans, everything that you could possibly need. And then on the final week you give them an evaluation form which they fill out, and then you send that back to me, and that's how I know that you have passed, because pretty much everyone gets amazing feedback. So once I've got the written work and the case study work, then you get your certificate, and then you are free to go and start your teaching journey. Obviously then being continually supported by us, but it's that simple to get that started. We've made it really easy for you because we've done this thousands of times before. And then somebody else, who's this? So I haven't got my glasses on. I think it's Bozana. Is saying, or I was going to ask about insurance companies too. Yeah, so that's that question asked. Nicola says, does anyone already run Tree Babies as well as baby massage? I think a block for me with Tree Babies, as I've already joined this course and I've been worrying about insect bites and the site being safe. So lots of people do Tree Babies and baby massage together. It depends, because obviously Tree Babies can be seasonal because of the weather in the UK. We don't always have the best weather all year round. So then sometimes people use baby massage in the winter months, and they offer classes there. Then it's a similar vibe in terms of its blossom and berry. So the emphasis is on love and nurturing care and circle work, but one is somatic practices, massage and yoga, and you can't really underestimate the power of nurturing touch for babies. Nurturing touch for babies scientifically been shown to help babies to feel more relaxed and therefore potentially sleep better, eat better. There's a lot of science that supports baby massage, and yoga has been used as a health and holistic philosophy for thousands and thousands of years. So it's a little bit more in the body, obviously, with baby massage and baby yoga, whereas Tree Babies is about being in nature and receiving the stillness and the presence, and also the health benefits of being in nature too. So lots of people do Tree Babies and baby massage together. Laura says, is the yoga assessment the same as the case study and modules? Yep, so the yoga is the same. There are 3 written modules if you do the combined baby massage and yoga course, because 3 are the same as baby massage. And then again, 2 plus parents and babies, 4-week baby yoga course, feedback form, and then you submit that to me, and then you'll have your baby yoga certificate as well. And through those classes, you can run weekly classes, one-to-ones, ongoing classes. You can run nurture retreats. You can do workshops. There's so many different things you can do. You can combine it with other things that you love. You can do collaborative work. You can work at festivals, events, all kinds of amazing things that you can do. Charitable work, focusing on individual groups, like additional need, babies with additional needs. So many amazing things that you can do. So yeah, there's a lot of variety in your classes. Any other questions from anybody tonight? I would love to know. Anything else you'd like me to share on? what is the cost to parents for our classes? So that really depends on the area that you're working in. It normally is around about £10 a session, and most classes have around about somewhere between 6 to 10 people, so 8 people is probably the average. And then depending on where you are and how you market your services, you could be running 2 to 5 classes a week, and then one-to-ones on top. So it's your own business, so we never guarantee what you would make. That would be ethically wrong to do that. And obviously the prices vary depending on your branding, your market, your area, your desires of what it is that you're offering, how you're going to offer it, all of these different things, where you are in the world. But it's a very, very popular class for new parents and babies. It's on most new parent and baby radars. So it's, I've been doing this for 23 years and it's only getting more and more popular. So yeah, that's roughly it. But you'd have to do a little bit of research into perhaps what's going on in your area, and also thinking, how much money do I want to make, and so therefore how many classes would I run, how many people would I need to be in those classes as well. Any other questions? How do we get the clients? Great question. Well, that's what we cover in the marketing. So we help you to find your first clients using things like social media, word of mouth, setting up your website, writing blogs, collaborations, all of these different things. So we give you the foundational knowledge. And then there's lots of ideas in the Facebook group as well. But ultimately, you are running your own business. We're not a franchise. We're not a licensor. We're a training provider and a global family. So we give you unlimited support for as long as you need. So if you're thinking about setting up a business, the investment is £999 currently. So that's £44 over 24 months. That's the lifetime cost of you investing in a business that keeps going and going and going. Like £44 a month, if you're having like multiple classes with parents paying £10 a session, you're going to be able to pay that back very, very quickly. And so that's why we do this Earn As You Learn scheme, to make it easier for you. And there's not many businesses you can start up for less than £1,000 and have all of the benefits that come with it, all the freedom and the flexibility and being in your passion and your purpose and all of these things. So it's the value of the course is actually priceless, but we put it at £44 a month over 24 months currently. We are going to be changing the prices at the end of June, but currently that's where we are. All right, so I'm very grateful. Oh, how much is the combined baby massage and yoga course? So this is perfect question. So Kirsty, currently it's 1699, which works out about £66 a month. But because you've been on the masterclass tonight, I've got something really special for you as a gift to say thank you, because you have given your time. So I want to be able to offer £100 off the baby massage, baby yoga, and the combined baby massage and yoga training. If you are able to join us before the end of May, so before the 31st of May, I have a code which I would love to share with you now. I'm going to put it into the chat box here. So this is the code. If you are ready to join us, we are going to give you £100 off the course, which is going to cover the cost of getting your baby massage doll and your mats and everything like that. So that's a fantastic way to start. So that's the code if you want to pay in full, and then the code if you want to pay in installments. Let me just put this in, hold on. I'm just going to pop this in for you now, and you can always email us after the masterclass as well if you need any more help on this. So that's the full amount, and then this is the one for the installments. Here we go. So this code is only going to be available to use until the 31st of May. It's there. So make a note of it. And if you have any other questions after this masterclass, you can always go onto the website and chat with me live through my WhatsApp. It's my personal WhatsApp, so we can talk on there if you have any questions. But I would absolutely love for you to join me. I know a lot of you have been following Blossom and Berry for a while. Perhaps you've taken a few of our freebies and you've just been on the fence. So the question is really to kind of leave at this point is, where do you want to be in 3 years' time? Because if you want to be teaching baby massage and baby yoga, the sooner you get started, the better. Especially because of this offer, and also because our prices are going to be changing in June as well. You're going to be fully supported. You have nothing to fear. If your heart says yes, then all of the structure, all of the things that you need to know and understand will be covered in the course in detail. And there are no holes in the course, because I'm constantly asking people what it is that they need. And if there's something that you need, I will go and create it for you. That's how comprehensive it is. So the question is, if you want to be teaching baby massage and have a thriving practice in the next 3 years, you've got to take that first step, and the first step is training. And if you're going to train, I know the way. I'm here to hold you. I'm here to offer so much more than just a certificate. I'm here to give you that community support, mentorship, ongoing CPD training that's for free. There's just so much involved. It's just way beyond just getting a certificate. So and I absolutely love all of my students, because you're the ones who are out there on a grassroots level really meeting these families all of the time. So yeah, so is there any other questions before I close this session tonight? You've all got the special gift. If you would love to use that, you can all know where you can get hold of me via the website if you want to have a chat, or if you want to reach out in any other way via our Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram, Blossom and Berry Baby Massage. The website is obviously blossomandberry.com. There's loads of freebies on there as well. But I would absolutely love for you to come and start. So Laura is asking how to start. So if you go to blossomandberry.com, you will look at the training course section. If you click on baby massage and baby yoga, you will find the baby massage and baby yoga courses. You literally just click the button, go to enroll, you can put in your code, and then you'll get your discount, and then you will literally start learning. Now, it all opens up to you, the whole course in one go. You can get your study buddy. There's loads of introductory videos. You can join the Facebook group, the WhatsApp group, find out when the next monthly supervisions are. Everything you need is all in there. Plus, we've got the amazing Zita, who's been my assistant for 10 years, who knows the school so well that she's completely here for you. So we have that as well to support you. So I am so grateful that you've spent this time with me tonight. Any questions, I'm here. Anything else you need, let me know. And I would love to welcome you all into the Blossom and Berry family. You're very safe, you are seen, you are heard, you are supported. And, together we grow as a global family, and we're here to really make a difference to parents and babies all around the world. So thank you so much for coming along. And I look forward to teaching you all super soon. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.